Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Rumors arise that Kyle Kuzma is being monitored by the Lakers. Kuzma has stated several times that he has sympathy for the Lakers and really wants to return. The player was champion with the Lakers in 2020 and knows how to play with Davis and LeBron, having a great fit. Why not bring him back and increase the scoring power? NBA rumors, Lakers interested in Kyle Kuzma's return. Could a reunion with Kyle Kuzma be the spark the Lakers need? We're breaking down 3 pros and 3 cons of a potential trade. Kuzma, who was part of the Lakers' 2020 title-winning squad, has grown significantly as a player with the Washington Wizards. Last season, he posted career-best numbers, averaging 22.2 points, 6.6 rebounds, and 4.2 assists per game, proving he's more than just a role player. At 29, Kuzma is in the prime of his career, and his 3-year contract is structured to decrease in value, making him an attractive trade piece for teams aiming to bolster their lineup without a long-term financial commitment. Kuzma's familiarity with the franchise adds a layer to the potential fit for the Lakers. Here's a closer look at the pros and cons of pursuing a Kuzma reunion in LA. Already familiar with the Lakers. One major upside to bringing Kyle Kuzma back to the Lakers is that he's already familiar with the team, its culture, and, importantly, the LA spotlight. Kuzma spent 4 seasons with the Lakers from 2017 to 2021, including the 2020 championship run alongside LeBron James and Anthony Davis. During his time in Los Angeles, Kuzma developed a thick skin, learning to handle the intense scrutiny and expectations that come with playing for the franchise, which he later described as valuable experience in building mental toughness. Having gone through the highs of a title win and the challenges of being a young player on a contending team, Kuzma understands the dynamics within the Lakers organization. This familiarity could make his reintegration smooth and allow him to hit the ground running, a key factor for a team with playoff aspirations. Additionally, Kuzma's previous rapport with LeBron James and Anthony Davis could help him settle into a role that maximizes his skills while supporting the team's core. His experience in high-stakes games with the Lakers gives him an edge that could be invaluable as LA looks to make another deep postseason push. The Wizards will be rebuilding for a long time. The Wizards are deep into a rebuild, and it doesn't look like they'll be contending anytime soon. Coming off a rough 15-67 season, the worst in franchise history, they are clearly in full-on developmental mode as the 7th seed in the season, expecting to be on the lower end soon. They've added young prospects like 2nd overall pick Alex Sarr and guards Bub Carrington and Keyshawn George, all of whom are expected to take years to develop. Meanwhile, veterans like Kyle Kuzma, who is 29 and entering his prime, might not align with the team's long-term vision. In this context, Kuzma's presence on the roster seems somewhat out of place. He's been productive, but his experience and skill set are arguably better suited to a team with immediate playoff aspirations. With Washington leaning heavily into its youth movement, Kuzma is likely more valuable to them as a trade asset. His 3-year contract, which decreases annually, makes him an attractive, cost-effective option for teams that need a scoring forward but want flexibility in future cap space. This setup means the Wizards could be willing to trade Kuzma at a discount to acquire additional draft picks or young assets. For Washington, moving him could free up playing time for younger players, allowing the franchise to further invest in its rebuilding efforts. Kuzma's reliable durability could be key. One of the strongest reasons the Lakers might consider acquiring Kyle Kuzma is his consistent availability. While many key Lakers players, like LeBron James and Anthony Davis, often miss stretches of the season due to injuries, Kuzma has typically been durable, playing a significant number of games each season. For instance, in his last few seasons with the Wizards, Kuzma maintained a high level of activity and averaged over 20 points per game, providing a steady scoring option despite the team's struggles. Additionally, comparing Kuzma's contract to some of the Lakers' recent deals, like Rui Hachimura's $17 million per year and Jared Vanderbilt's new 4-year, $48 million extension, Kuzma's deal offers good value. His contract is structured to decrease from $23.5 million this season to $21.5 million and $19.4 million in the final year. This aligns well with the Lakers' future cap planning, offering them flexibility and a capable, reliable scorer who understands the pressures of playing in LA. For a team that's always balancing its injury risks, adding Kuzma's dependable presence and steady scoring could be a strategic boost to bolster their depth, especially given the intense demands of a playoff run. He could cost the Lakers a lot. Trading for Kyle Kuzma may come at a steep price for the Lakers, as a package likely involving players like D'Angelo Russell, Jared Vanderbilt, and a first-round pick might be necessary to close the deal. This potential trade cost isn't trivial, as it would strip the Lakers of both valuable rotation players and future assets. Russell, currently earning $18.7 million, would be a substantial loss as one of the team's primary ball handlers and a reliable scorer. Vanderbilt, on a recently inked $48 million contract extension, is a defensive asset with a modest salary that fits well within the Lakers' budget. Moreover, committing these assets to Kuzma limits the Lakers' flexibility for future trades. Big-name stars rumored to be potential trade targets, such as Trae Young or Zach LaVine, would become more challenging to acquire if LA spends its trade assets on Kuzma. Since those players are known to command a higher return, using a first-round pick and established players on Kuzma could leave the Lakers unable to pursue an elite playmaker if one becomes available later in the season. In sum, while Kuzma would provide immediate scoring, the high cost of acquiring him could restrict the Lakers' options in the long run, both in terms of roster depth and potential to pursue another star-level talent. Kuzma is not a reliable three-point shooter. One major downside to adding Kyle Kuzma is his inconsistency from beyond the arc. This season, he's shooting just 27.8% from three, well below the league average. Last season wasn't much better, as he hit only 33.6% of his attempts, and his career average hovers around 33.7%. During his previous Lakers tenure, Kuzma similarly struggled with deep shooting, connecting on just 33.8%. For a team like the Lakers, which relies on floor spacing to open lanes for LeBron James and Anthony Davis, having another inconsistent shooter could pose issues. The Lakers already have streaky shooters in their rotation, and Kuzma's spotty three-point shooting could potentially clog spacing, making it tougher for their stars to operate. Given his shooting struggles, the Lakers might need to reconsider whether Kuzma's offensive profile aligns with their needs, especially if they are sacrificing valuable assets to acquire him. Kyle Kuzma will want a big role. Since leaving the Lakers, Kuzma has embraced a larger role on the Wizards, evolving from a supporting player to a primary scoring option. He averaged 22.2 points last season, but he's on 17.0 while shooting 32.7% from the field, and has expressed that he values being a lead contributor rather than playing a role where he's the third or fourth option. This mentality shift could pose challenges if he returns to the Lakers, where the offense primarily runs through LeBron James and Anthony Davis, with Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell also commanding significant touches. Kuzma's increased demand for shots and offensive responsibility might not mesh well with the Lakers' existing structure. Balancing his desire for a starring role with the established pecking order could disrupt team chemistry and limit opportunities for others. For a team focused on maximizing LeBron and Davis's time on the court, Kuzma's need for volume scoring may clash with the Lakers' overall game plan, creating a potential hurdle in integrating him back into the lineup effectively.